This is when the video will start.
Oh my God. It's not going anywhere, that bit.
Oh, we're rolling.
Yep.
Hello, everybody.
I love how I just left you in the lurch too. I just watched you. Good.
Good evening.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Hello. Today is Wednesday.
No, it's Friday.
We put these out on a Wednesday.
I got so confused.
You know what? Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I message you. I'm like, fuck, my computer blew up or something.
Yeah. It's okay. Anyway, we're getting there.
What is happening?
Houses.
What's going on?
A bunch.
Tell me then.
What should we talk about today, Benny?
You had ideas, and we were gonna air this one on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Feb 14. Bit behind.
Yeah, we didn't.
No. We're professionals. Anyway.
Are we?
No, definitely not. I wanted to talk about love. Yeah. Like all the nitty-gritties. Bests, worsts, firsts.
Oh, like all the
well, not the nitty-gritties. I don't want to get into that stuff, but yeah. Yeah.
Like your Jesus.
You're going to zoom up on your face there, aren't you? I could just see it.
So hang on. Like your first partners or like first kiss, first date, first. Okay.
All that sort of stuff.
All right, we'll go on.
I don't think I've ever heard your stories on this sort of stuff.
No, I don't think I've ever heard my stories.
I don't think you've ever shared.
Oh, I'll tell you where my first kiss was. I was 14 years old and it was out the front of a Cafe Primo against the glass while there was an old couple eating a meal behind me.
Okay, why were you against the glass?
Because that's where she put me.
Pushed you? Yeah.
Yeah, she pushed me out.
Sounded
so
aggressive.
What happened was I didn't have a choice in the matter, as you can see. Went to the movies, as young 14-year-olds did. Went and saw Alien vs. Predator.
Oh, how romantic.
I was very pleased. I think I chose it. I was like, I want to see this. Because I didn't get it back then. I wasn't aware of the whole... You go to a movie, you put your arm around the girl, you snuggle up. No, I was 14 years old. My life was like fucking, what Pokemon cards have I got? So
girls are so different to boys.
Yeah. So I went there. At the end, we were waiting out for our parents to come pick us up. And I went to give her a hug goodbye, and she pushed me up against the glass outside of the Cafe Primo, and there was it was glass, and there was old people eating. Aww. When I say old people, they're probably 30.
And they were probably looking at you going, "Ah."
No, I think they were a bit disgusted that they were in the middle of eating their pasta, and I was shoved up against the glass.
You loved it.
There was a lot of tongue. I didn't understand what was going on either. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then when I left, I was like, "Whoa, man." My whole life is different now. I'm going to become a musician.
Did you? I didn't like my first kiss. Oh, well, I mean...
Oh, my first kiss was great.
Oh, I'm still friends with the guy that I first kissed. I did like it. It was lovely.
Shout out to Sarah.
But...
A different Sarah, actually. Sorry. Yeah. Not you.
But...
Kiss, you won't be watching this.
The concept of pashing and like the tongue and like...
Putting your face in.
I was like, oh, that's...
Well, how old were you?
Not wonderful. I was 13.
13, okay. So, did you have all that shit? Did you have someone trying to fucking eat your head?
My first boyfriend, he was so lovely. He was such a gentleman.
Oh.
So
there's no glass pushing then?
No, definitely not. No.
I think you grabbed my
still
face.
wasn't, yeah. It's still not really a romantic story, but it's better than that. So I was in this thing called Talent Company when I was like 10 to 14, and it was like young talent time thing. So it was boys and girls singing, dancing.
So you were on a lot of cocaine. Okay, I get it. I'm with you.
Looked like
I'm with
it,
you.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And every weekend pretty much we had parties up at this one of the girls' houses. Maria and Tia, shout out. Cool. And go. Where we had these parties and it was such a fun time. My early teen years were the best. I had a blast. So we'd put on music, we'd make up dances, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
And we had girlfriends and boyfriends within the group, so everyone was kind of dating, and it was like who liked who and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, we're all dancing, and then like a slow song came on, so we all like paired up. And it was like...
It sounds like that one where
So
the
cute.
guy went to propose to his
Yeah.
partner and she was like, drink, you know what, drink?
Hey, you know our breakfast?
This was a better,
Oh,
happier ending.
oh,
Anyway,
13, Jesus.
this girl that was in the group was going around. I think she was single at the time, as a 13-year-old single, and so she wasn't paired off, and she was running around to all the couples, and she was like, okay, so you know how when you're younger and you have these names for things that I think we only made up this name for. It meant pash, but we made up a name for it, and it was called grab. We said grab.
I think you're on your own
I think we were too. I've never heard it outside of that. I was outside a talent company. So she was going around.
Grab.
Oh,
That
she was
sounds
going
rapey.
around. I know, it sounds so bad. But it meant pash. She went around to all the couples and she's like, you should grab. And then they'd pash. And then she'd go, you should grab too. And then they'd pash.
So this girl was almost like a coordinator.
She was like,
because she, I don't mean to be a dick here, but maybe because she was a coordinator, no boys wanted to go.
no,
there.
all the boys wanted her. She was beautiful. Yeah.
So then what was her deal?
I don't know. She just wasn't at the
She
time.
just wanted to tell people to grab
she's
each
all
other.
about it. And she came up to us and she actually went, oh, have you actually grabbed before? Like, she pointed to me and I was like, no. She's like, have you? And he was like, no. And then he looked at me, he's like, you want it? I'm like, okay. So we grabbed. Yeah. And that was my first kiss. Oh, it was cute though.
Yeah, but
it sounds really weird. Little bit awkward. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Yeah, cool. So that's first kisses. First love.
I think my first love was, I was fond of Pokemon cards.
I was going to say twisties.
That was my first love. I'm assuming we're meant to be talking about people, but... I don't know.
It's hard because, like, when you're young, you're like, I'm in love, but then
You're not really.
you're not really.
You know,
It's
you're
puppy
just
love.
Like, yeah, it's like, oh, cool, I've got a new toy to play with. Sounds bad, but it is.
My first love was a muso.
Yeah.
Who's the first muso? No, second. I don't know. He was a muso, and he played guitar, and he was so cool, and he was like a little bit older than me. And I don't know what to say about this though. I
this
should probably
one-
tread lightly because
Oh.
it's within our scene in Adelaide.
Ooh. Yeah, mine was not a muso. Mine was just someone from school.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's nice. Did you date for long?
On and off.
Oh, okay.
On and off. It was very, very. It was a very, very
Turbulent.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, my first love was turbulent too.
Yeah, but I think that's what it is
Yeah.
at the start. It's
We're
always
all working
weird.
it
We're
out.
just trying to work out what's going on and
Yeah.
how life moves, and you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I don't know. I wanted to talk about this and I'm like, I don't know which part to talk about.
Yeah, because I think when we're young, we're just moving. We're trying to work out life. We're trying to work out things, and there's people that, because they're our first partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be, that's always going to be a strong memory in our heads, and that's where we first started to, I guess, find our way into relationships and stuff like that. Not necessarily saying your first boyfriend or girlfriend was your first love, but yeah, there's someone that is always going to be in the back of your head because that's where your whole life.
Yeah, you always have that soft
transition.
spot.
The transition between, growing up sort of changed to, okay, this is life now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to those people.
That I can't name because I don't know if he wants me to. But he's
I
lovely.
can name her, but
He was my third boyfriend,
third.
and we went out for almost 2 years.
She was my third as well. But
Snap.
But I will say second officially because I don't think my first girlfriend really counted.
Okay.
because it was like a blue light disco. And we sort of was like, hey, I'll call you, and then never saw her again.
Oh, bless. My first boyfriend was in year 1.
Oh, my God. Doesn't count.
No, but I called him my boyfriend because he was a little nerd and he wore glasses and he got picked on. So I went and I told
It almost
everyone.
sounds like you're just like
I was like, he's
pity.
my boyfriend. I was trying to like help him.
hype him up.
Yeah. He loved me.
We will
did.
find him and we will interview him on here, and he can tell us about his first love.
him.
We'll find him. We'll put up a photo now.
Oh gosh, no. Have you ever said I love you by mistake? I did that once. Oh,
No,
it was cringe.
I don't think I have.
Oh,
Because
it was
every
so
time I
bad.
say it, I don't care. Like I'm like,
Love you.
yeah,
Right.
I'm that sort of person. I don't care. I'll tell everyone I love them.
Mine was,
I'm a hugger as well.
You are a hugger.
I'll hug and
Yeah.
I will touch everyone. Don't come near me.
He'll grab you.
I will grab you.
No, I said it by mistake once to the worst. It was one of my boyfriends, but he was like,
How many have you had?
I think maybe 9,
9?
Yeah,
Okay, I
before
think
Timmy.
I've had about 7,
Yeah.
6 or 7.
and he was probably 7 in the rank, and it was only for like maybe 3 months that we went. No, maybe 6. Anyway,
6 months.
and he was just like one of the worst people you could say love you to because he wasn't ready,
Oh,
and
'cause
he
he
was
wasn't
very much a commitment
phobe, yeah.
And I was saying see you to him once, and I was like, love ya. And then I just quickly shut the door and was like, what have I done?
Then you panic, so you just shut the door on him, and he's just probably like.
He just run for the hills. Broke up with me that night.
Speaking of commitment phobes, I've been called a commitment phobe so many times, and
Okay.
I'm going to put a little end to this one because I went because it happened so many times. I went and saw a relationship. So I'm getting really, really deep here. I went and saw a relationship counselor. Coming up.
Let's do it. I'm taking people with real problems and moving them into the Dr. Phil house.
Wow.
Let me tell you.
By yourself?
By myself.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
You can. And he didn't help at all. He just said, I just don't think you're ready for a relationship. I was like, well, see you, mate.
How long ago was this? Like yesterday.
No, a couple of weeks ago. No, I'm joking. It was probably about 2018.
Wow. Good on you.
Yeah, because I wanted to know what was going on. And what I discovered is that it's not that I have a commitment problem. It's that my priorities are not right. For example,
Music.
music is just, when I say music, I mean like just everything in that, like, okay, the best way I can put this is music for us is like a casual job, right? So if let's say I'm with my partner and we have planned a date night on Friday or Saturday night,
Yeah, I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
and all of a sudden I get phoned up for a gig and I have to take it because that's how I keep my electricity on and my rent paid. So they would find that my priorities were a little bit askewed because I wasn't focusing enough time or stuff. It wasn't that I wasn't happy to commit. It was just that because of my job and my lifestyle,
Earning money.
it's like a casual job. If I get a phone call on, Saturday at 3 PM saying, hey, someone's called in sick, can you come and fill in this thing? That's an extra couple of
Why
$100
didn't they just go to your gig?
in my
Go
pocket.
to your gig.
Well, I think there's only so much that people can take of that.
Okay,
So
yeah.
if
guess, yeah.
every weekend, and I mean, look, don't get me wrong, as much as I do enjoy learning new songs, if you come and see me play solo 3 times in a weekend, you're going to get the same thing
True.
3 times in a weekend. So once every 2 or 3 months, fine, that's all well and good. But, it's so...
Gets wearing.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I've actually had a few relationships now. Probably, I want to say 2 to 3. I reckon 3 relationships that have ended purely because I just don't have the time hasn't worked out. So they'll be working a full-time job during the week, and I'm working on the weekend, so it just doesn't match up. And unfortunately, I wasn't willing to compromise. Well, when I say wasn't willing to compromise, it's just hard. What are you meant to do?
Yeah.
And then especially on the weekends where we have private gigs and stuff and you got to be out all day and night and it's just hard.
Yep.
So unfortunately for me, that's just where my life is.
Yeah.
And the hard part about it is that I've worked so fucking hard to get to this
of course.
point.
Yeah, you don't
So
want to lose that.
unless the person, and I mean this is no disrespect to the girls or the women that I've dated or been out with, that it just hasn't worked. But you've really got to be, either changing my life worthy or a sugar mama who can just pay for everything.
Yeah,
And I can quit my job and
I'll
be with you all the time and you can just cover everything I've got.
Yep. Done.
But unfortunately, that's just it's the
Mrs.
downside.
Wright will come along at some point. She will.
Yeah. I
When
probably
you least
probably
expect it.
swiped left on her already. Yeah, I always found that it was a bit tricky to balance those two things together. And like I said, because I've worked my ass off to get to here, that's where my priority lies, unfortunately, as much as any future peoples that want to, but that's
So
the
sugar
other
mamas, reach out. Comment below.
please reach out if you want to pay for my lifestyle, and I'll repay you by singing you songs and serenading you with Ronan
he'll write you
Keating
a
ballads.
song, right?
No.
I went out with a muso once and we were quite serious and he never wrote me a song and I was so bitter
Until you
about
broke
that.
up, and then he was like, "Fuck you, Sarah."
Probably. Actually, I think, probably. But I was so angry about that. I was like, write me a song.
Jesus.
I
Did you write him a song?
Yeah, about 5.
Oh, shit. Calm down, Taylor Swift.
I'm so Taylor Swift. If I was famous,
You'd be Taylor Swift.
I'd be so Taylor Swift.
Who would I be if I was famous? I'd be...
I don't like Taylor's voice.
No, I don't like Taylor Swift.
But I like that she writes specifically for people. Like
Nah,
for
see,
exes. I think that's cool.
I prefer... I don't know. Who do I like? I don't like anyone. I hate them all.
This is turning to like another gripe one.
Another gripe episode. Fuck. No,
All right.
So that's where my priorities lie. So apologies for people out there.
Well, not really though.
No,
You have
not
to
really.
work. So.
Yeah.
Oh, first heartbreak.
Yeah, I've got one. And it comes back to
Working.
priorities. It just didn't
You
work
need
out,
to go work
unfortunately,
in
because
sports girl.
sports girl.
Like retail.
Has that been a thing since
I was like
2002?
retail and then I just went to sports girl.
Sports girl.
Don't go work in retail or sports girl.
What was it?
You'd jump out and can I grab
I'm not
you?
going to work. I'm not going to. Can I grab you, please? I'm not going to work in sports girl.
No, don't. Good. Yeah.
I can't work in sports girl. I don't think that.
Don't think they'd hire you.
I don't think that's something. So Heartbreak it just didn't work out, unfortunately, because of lives didn't match up. And
Did she break up with you?
yes,
sucks.
unfortunately,
After how long?
a while, probably about 2 years,
Oh, that sucks.
unfortunately.
But
it
you
is-
saw it coming? Or
I did toward the end, yeah, I did, but I wasn't sure why. But I thought everything it just wasn't going well anymore.
Yeah.
Bit of a shit, but
yeah.
So
But it sucks for the person breaking up too. I've only ever broken up with 2 people and both times was just lay in the bed crying with them.
Not
great.
No. Yeah, I think it was more of like a Band-Aid. It was like a cut and run sort of situation. But I was obviously sad, upset. But the one thing that I sort of had to keep in the back of my head is that if we were staying together, it wouldn't be fair on them.
Yep.
So I don't want to stop their life from moving forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fair
Which
enough.
could actually sum up quite a few people I've dated. So take a stab in the dark which one I'm talking about, motherfucker.
Oh my gosh. That reminded me of something. That was a movie or something, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm going to think of that and bring that,
Well,
loop
go on,
that
someone
back
a
around.
motherfucker.
No. With your stories and them putting... Anyway. putting
What was your
pieces
heartbreak?
together. So,
Did you murder someone?
yeah, I did. So, obviously, I've been broken up with more than I've broken up with people. If that
Really?
makes sense. Yeah, I've...
So people have broken up with you more than you've broken up with
yes.
them. That sucks.
Does suck.
I think I've had Actually, no, that's fair. Because I reckon I've been broken up with. Yeah, I reckon it's about half.
Yeah.
I reckon I've broken up with about 3, and they've broken up with me about 4. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. But like, I think the one that
So the next person I'm going to date, I'm going to break up with them.
Just
so I'm back at 4
warning all the suitors out there.
and 4. Yeah. Suitors. Too much credit.
No, the one that the doozy that got me, and I think it was like, of course, when you've been out with someone for like 2 or 3 years, it's gonna be real ugly and bad, right?
Ugly and bad.
But the doozy that got me was when I was going out with this guy for like, it was literally like 3 or 4 months, not long at all, and I was just falling in love with him, and then all of a sudden, he just broke it off.
Oh.
And that really bloody hurt.
Didn't
It
laugh.
was not good. Yes, you did. I knew you'd laugh. It was horrible. It was so
How long ago was that?
bad.
Were you young?
No, it was
What was it?
like it was just before Timmy. Just before I met Timmy. Yeah, my hubby. So yeah, it was like really sucky. Really sucky.
But
and you don't expect
I'm
it
going to put
after
a
3
happy
months.
spin on this. You wouldn't have met Timmy otherwise.
No, I did so much better.
People keep trying to
He's a
ring me,
good
and my
boy.
watch is telling me that people from Melbourne are ringing me.
I thought you were just bored and checking the time.
No, my watch keeps on
It's like,
buzzing.
I'm boring.
I'm boring. No, they keep ringing me. Missed call from Melbourne. I don't care. I'll be a telemarketer telling me that a Nigerian prince has left me millions.
Doesn't need sugar mummy anymore.
No.
Don't
got my
need a gig
Nigerian
anymore.
Prince. Oh, how nice would that be? If you were just given a bucket
What, to
load
have
of
a
money.
prince?
I just want the money. I'll do what I have to. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. If you didn't have that heartache and that thing, then you wouldn't be with Timmy, you wouldn't have your lovely daughter, and you wouldn't be living here where we're doing this podcast.
The podcast wouldn't exist.
The podcast wouldn't exist.
What?
The fuck? Hang on, what year did you meet Timmy?
14. 2000.
14. So...
Well, actually, we met in 2000, but met.
So we started hanging out after that, though.
Yeah, like 16?
16.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah. So, yeah, the podcast wouldn't have happened.
No. Wouldn't have happened. That's crazy.
That's just that's just me doing, like, that's as much energy as I have.
But yeah, I met Timmy at school in year 8. And then...
Did you grab him?
No. No, he was a
Someone told
jock.
you to grab him? Oh, was he?
And I was a music nerd.
Yeah.
Self-proclaimed.
I floated through all the different
Did
things.
you? See,
Yeah.
that would have been nice.
I was
but no.
floating. 1 minute I would spend recess kicking the footy with all the boys, and then the next time I'd be in the music room singing songs.
How do you do that? I don't know. I don't
float.
think girls can do that.
I've
I
got
think
about
guys can.
10 different friendship groups.
Lucky you. But yeah, and then actually he was at a gig at the Warriedale with his mates. He was drunk as, and I was
Love
I was
Drunk
singing.
Tim. Drunk Tim is one of my favourite things. I'm not a
I
big fan
dunno.
of drunk people. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I just find them annoying because we have to deal with them in pubs all the time. Drunk people are just the worst. But
I have to deal with drunk Timmy all the time.
Drunk Tim is one of my favourite things ever.
He is very funny. Yeah.
Because he pulls out the ironing board and pretends to play piano.
Yeah, he does.
And it's the great. Sorry, Tim. I'm just.
Oh, he won't care.
He won't care.
He's like,
He
yeah, I
won't even
do.
fucking
Yeah, I
watch
do.
this. Can we get footage of that? Can you?
I actually have footage of that.
Do you have
Yeah.
footage? Would he? If we insert,
He doesn't care.
All right. Well, I'll
He'll
insert
be proud
the
of
footage
it.
if we can put that in. If not, this bit will be cut.
It was an
You won't
ironing
even know.
board and a broom as a microphone.
That is amazing. If you can get that for me, I want to put that. It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing. Well, do you want to do a song?
Yeah, let's do a song. Let's do it.
All right.
Romantic one.
A romantic one. Yeah. Okay.
Happy endings.
All
Or cut that out. Not happy. Don't want to say happy endings. Oh, it's only my brain that goes. I don't know. That's what people say.
Happy endings. Okay. All right. Where's my fucking guitar? Okay.
Do you like how I'm like, voila?
Voila. What song would you like to do?
Voila.
Well, we already know because the capo's on the thing.
Yeah.
So we already know what we're doing. But we
Way
figured
to
we'd do a song.
ruin the smoke and mirrors.
We were trying to think of a song that had something to do with what we're talking about.
And we found it.
And we
Found it.
Ready, Freddie?
Yeah. Kiss me out of the bearded barley nightly, beside the green, green grass. Swing, swing, swing a spinning step. You wear those shoes and I will wear that dress. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. Kiss me down by the broken tree house. Swing me upon its hanging tire. Bring that flowered hat. We'll take the trail marked on your father's map. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. Kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. So kiss me, ooh, ooh, ooh. So kiss me, so kiss me. Hey, funny story. My first crush, we were at a disco when I was like 11, 12, and that song came on and I was like
But you didn't grab him, did you?
Didn't grab him. He didn't kiss me. He didn't want a thing to do with me. But anyway, yeah, fun.
What
cool.
a positive note to end this episode.
It's cute.
Fuck you, buddy.
No.
You still know it?
Anyway, we're Facebook friends.